breathe through. That's all I'll do right now is just breathe.
I actually should have forwarded my calls to my other phone, but dang it. All right.
We got time.
Hold on. Let me go do that real quick then.
Mhm.
General.
Whew. Y'all, this stuff has to stop. The violence, period, has to stop, right? Just the violence. So, um, um, yeah, man, this stuff, trying to manage my emotions right now. You know, grief, when you're dealing with grief and you're grieving a loss. Woo! That
Man,
has to stop. 37 years old. No way. At 37 years old, you should lose your life to gun violence. We too old for this. We too old for it.
don't
Man,
want to
we
don't want to jump to conclusions, but us against us, it's not working.
it's
It's not
not.
working.
Whew,
It's not working at all.
it's not. We so quick. We are so quick. We do these marches and everything when it comes to police brutality. But when we have the violence going on in our own communities, we silent. Like and you know what? It's not our fault. You know, it's not. Clyde, what's up, Clyde? Clyde. I want to say council member, but Clyde tonight. Hi, Clyde. You
Boss
know,
man Clyde.
we got Oakland. This is Oakland. Let me know if you want to come on, Clyde. If you want to come on as Clyde Lewis from the jungle, let me know. Okay, we can have East Oakland in here, West Oakland in here. We all went to Emory and all of that. That started in North Oakland. We all got some of that. Let me know if you want to come on, Clyde, because tonight, y'all, I lost a friend who was an active father in his children's life. Active father to gun violence. Why can't we just communicate? We should be able to just communicate. But the way our brains are set up, because of the histories of trauma and adversity and toxic stress in our communities, everything is a threat to us. Why does everything have to be a threat? We gotta create healthier environments, you all. This man now has his three children, his three boys, without fathers, young, without fathers. This is this intergenerational, this trauma, y'all, just continuing. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not to get a call that somebody you've known for years, man. This is the violence. Got to stop. We quit. We community violence. How many friends have you? Can you think about how many friends you've lost, Jeffrey, to gun violence? How many of your friends to gun violence, community violence? How many friends have you lost?
A lot. I
A
ain't gonna lie.
lot.
A lot.
Growing up in Oakland, California. Oakland.
A lot. A lot. One too many.
Man,
One too many.
wow.
Man.
And then I think about next week. Next week. It's no coincidence. My show next week, my discussion next week is on community violence. That's what it is. It's got my homeboy Antonio Kellogg coming on. And growing up where we in the area of the bottoms and stuff and things we experienced down there in Oakland, just the violence. Like we shouldn't be, we done lost friends. Stevie was 23 years old when he got killed. 23.
23.
23. We have lost friends. Man, they were 23, 25. They were young. Gun violence, community violence, community violence. We don't talk about community violence. Man, that's a trip. We do not talk about community violence. When are we going to have, yep, Tracy Smith. Hey, Clyde, you was 17. I want to say, man, I wonder how old was I? 17, that's young. That's young, and it's true. It started at teenage years. I will never forget that. Tracy Smith. I want to say, was he at like the bus stop or something? But what I remember about that situation was being at the right place at the wrong time. That's what I will always remember with Tracy Smith, man. Still painting over it. Aw, that's that, man. Man, lost my dad to gun violence before I was even born. Ooh, and he
Damn.
was 16.
Mm.
We don't talk about this though. We talk about police brutality fast. And I get it, but we never talk about community violence. And here we are. Just right now, just alive because just finding out that I lost my friend, 37 years old,
Good
active
dude in the community.
father, great dude, great dude. Gun violence. Then got me thinking about Snow, man. Got me thinking about Snow, her losing her husband to gun violence. Got me thinking about that, Mr. Green. Football. He was all for the kids. Somebody just recently, my homegirl just lost her dude in Frisco. She got a daughter. Like, and it's all good. It's all violence. It's all violence. Like we can't have conversations. We can't conflict manage. You know who? Because we grew up in these environments that's full of toxic stress. Toxic
Man,
stress. How you feel, Jeff?
I'm still in denial. I mean, at this point, it's like not him. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like not him. Like how? Like I mean,
I was
what you
looking.
can't even blame. I mean, after all we've been through in 2020 or 2020, 2020. Anyway, can't blame this on Donald Trump. I mean, come on.
None of that.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
But this is what I can say, and I'm gonna repeat it to everybody here. This trauma stuff is important because it's the way the brain and the nervous system is set up. So when you grow up in these environments where it's adversity and poverty and everything, toxic stress is created. Adrenaline is up, it's high. And you're not thinking logically. You're not. You're irrational, you're just reactive, you're aggressive, you're hostile, all of that. You're not thinking. You're not thinking. So for somebody to get that just steamed up to where you gotta be a little punk. You a punk? You gotta grab a gun and take somebody's life. You can't even have a conversation. But these environments we grow up in, though, we grow up in hostile environments. We grow up in environments where there's yelling and screaming. Like we yell and scream to have we. You cannot listen to someone when you're screaming at them. They can't hear you. You can't even hear yourself. You're mad. You're going off. You're not thinking rationally. And then it's that much of a threat. You got to really solve your problem just that fast, just like that. You just got to knock it out. You want to take somebody's life? You that mad? You can't control your emotions at all. Where you got to get a gun to kill somebody?
Do they even know
This is
who do they even
crazy.
know who they're messing with? Like, I mean,
That too.
like,
Okay.
do they even know that it's not even worth it to do? Like, my dude, it's not even about retaliation or this taking this to the next level. You know, my dude just trying to go home to his kids and prepare for the next day. You know, just this beef didn't have to be prolonged. There's
Mm-hmm.
no way to. I'm not gonna assume what I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it didn't need to happen. If and I know that I I have too many questions going on here. I just can't even.
Man, this stuff is crazy, man. This stuff is crazy.
Some people need to be left alone. Some people should be left alone. I mean, come on, you got to be a
And then
special
people,
type of demon to
yeah,
pull some stuff like this off.
see, but and we don't know how. I'm telling you, we need to learn how to conflict manage, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm just getting over my little anger stuff, y'all. I can get mad. Oh, Mila could show up. Mila could show up. I had serious anger problems. People didn't know what the underlying issue was. People didn't know that, dealing in the household. My father was incarcerated at the time. My mom dealing with depression and stuff. Uh, you know, just so much stuff. Homeless, man. I share my story with people, man. Y'all have no idea. And this is why I do what I do. And I'm tired. I'm tired of the violence. I'm just tired of the violence. Period. It don't who is on white on white, white on black, police brutality, community. I'm the violence, y'all. But this is the foundation of America. This is stuff that's in our DNA. This is stuff from slavery, just carried over, you know. And growing up in these households that's dysfunctional, lack of opportunities makes stuff even worse because it's all stress, racism, community violence, all this stuff we experience. Systemic racism. That's just what it is. Bottom line, that's what it is.
3 more kids without their father.
Three more.
That's
Three
not gonna be
more.
that's not gonna be coached up by his father. It's not gonna be be taught right and for wrong in certain situations. Hopefully the community gets together and help bring these boys up. But there's nothing like getting the message from your father. Like another,
Daddy. Black man, yo,
yes,
daddy.
yes, exactly. That
And
teaches you how to fight in this world. Teach you when
I
to walk away. Teach you all this stuff, and the cycle you keep going.
keep going.
Three. We are our worst enemy. We are
Man,
our
it's
worst
a
enemy.
trip. I just got this book. I'll be right back. Let me go grab this book because I'm about to do this book thing beforehand.
Man, at this point, you know, today's a new day, man. Some new cats out there. Um, I'm just gonna say if stop arguing with people, stop and just walk away. You can't trust every guy. You don't know what the other guy is doing. You don't know what the other guys have been through. You know, just people. We're a lot of people are dealing with people who have nothing to lose, or
Mm-hmm.
realize that they have something to lose, but they just don't realize it. It's just walk away. If it's not worth fighting, just walk away. I mean, I'm just saying right now. After
Man.
today, I'm just. You might as well just call me a punk because unless you spit in my face, I ain't arguing with none of you people. I ain't arguing with none of you people. I'm walking away. I ain't got time for this. I don't know what you. I got too much to lose. If it ain't
Mm-hmm.
for my family, it's not for my family. That's the only people I fight for. You can have that argument. You can argue with yourself. I'm done. I'm done with you. Come on now. You know,
The
we
trip.
can't even trust our own people.
The trip.
Man,
I'm telling you, and I don't blame us. I don't blame us. I blame systemic racism. I blame that a lot of us grow up in poverty. A lot of us grow up in environments where it's just piled up toxic stress, violence, drug abuse, substance abuse, all that stuff. The way our environments are, that's how they're designed. These environments these kids live and play in, is designed for that. It's toxic stress. It's the way your body is. Your body, the emotions, your thinking, and your behavior. It all the way when you behave the way you do, it's because of the way your every other they didn't have, somebody that just buffered that just was there when you stressing, when support. And that's what we need to create. We need our support systems, man. Our support systems are. Well, hold on. What Clyde said? Who? Okay, he must say, who do we address? And then we said, oh, how do we address it? Okay, how do we address what part, Clyde? What part? Laugh at that, Jeffrey.
huh?
Please laugh at that little typo. Man, he gone, man.
Man, just think like what bothers me is I'm gonna keep harping on these kids though, but 3 kids that's grown up angry. It's angry as hell. Have
He
every
about,
right to be angry.
he about to go. Man, think about it. Think
Trauma.
about
Trauma.
if you were a kid growing up and I mean, because I don't know if they know what they know. I don't know, as far as the whole incident. I mean, it's murder. Your children were there. And, if the suspect is caught, you know, and the children know if this person does not then they better get him. They better get him. Because that's crazy. I I blame the parents. I
Man, you
blame,
know, what blame what parents?
I blame the parents.
Man, you don't know what these parents is. Nah, just blame it on systematic racism. We don't know where it came from. Let's leave it there.
I blame the parents.
Hey, cause
Um,
hey, we don't know if the suspect came from a family where their father was taken. Hey, you never know. The cycle
exactly.
keeps.
It's a
So
cycle.
you just said. I mean, it is what it is.
Mhm. Mhm. Dang, man. Then I think about his mom. I want to call his mom. And I'm like, no, I have to text her. Like, I'm gonna give you some time. If you don't need time, I'll call you. I mean, she messaged me like monthly every holiday. I, I just, this is crazy. Like, I don't even, I don't know how to address stuff like
Yeah.
grieving. You lost your only son. You lost your only child. You lost your only child. Your only child. So we have a mother who is affected, who lost her only child. We have a father who is affected, which I'm not sure, but I don't know, but I think he was his only child. Then you have three boys without their father. Then you have a mother of the children without the father of her children. And he was an active father. He was an active father. He was in those children's lives,
Proud of his children.
proud of his children, proud of his children. And to get a phone call when I'm on my way to some self care and go out to eat and my self care and get a call of your sister yelling about Ruben got killed, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear that right now. I don't want to hear that. I have to hang up with her. I don't want to hear that. I don't. And I'm trying to sit, enjoy myself, enjoy my food, then get another call. So I'm like, okay, let me just take this because they may have more information to confirm it because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to believe it. He was the same person that called me. I'll never forget 2007 getting that phone call about Stevie. Jamila, man, Stevie got killed. What? Stevie got. I'm like, you lying. Stevie was 23 years old when he was killed. I'll never forget, man. What was that, Club 17? What's that club? Is it the Club 17 downtown Oakland? Him and Rob Benz. I would feel safe anywhere with them. I would feel safe anywhere with them. I'm with Rob Benz, Jarrell, or Stevie. Feel safe. Um, I want to say who was performing that night. What's the one dude name that sing that song? Meet me in it's going down.
Was that at
Club
was that
17.
at Jeffries?
No, Club 17. We was at Club 17. Him and Imani, and they was about to get into it.
Uh,
And they didn't know that they didn't know we was all together. So I'm telling them like, this family right here. And then that's how it had to get squashed. But I was always protected. Like I always had protection. Like I had to not worry about anything. Anywhere I was. No matter where I was. In high school, didn't have any problems. Nobody messed with me. Wow. Yep. Y'all, this community violence, we gotta stop it. That's where we gotta stop that. People need to grow up in households. Our children need to grow up in households that are not dysfunctional. But there needs to be more services provided for families, more programs for children, more mentorship, more mentors. Need Precious, hi Precious. Uh, we need more mentorship. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? What you ready to do? You in Oakland. I left Oakland. My mama moved me from Oakland. Who praise the Lord. Vallejo ain't no better. Shoot, I mean, I really don't know nobody out here. Um, but I ain't around. I'm in the Jets, I guess. Am I in the
I'm
projects?
in gentrified West Oakland.
Okay. Look, and you don't have no kids. What do you feel? How do you feel? I was that one. I did not want to bring any kids into this world, and I have a black son. How do you feel, Jeffrey? What's up? What's up, best friend? What's up? Would you want to bring kids into this world?
Absolutely, but Man, it's harder by the day. I mean, just more variables and it's just more things to watch out for. You have to watch out for nowadays. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to teach my kid. That's what I'm scared of. What am I gonna teach my kid? Am I gonna teach
Emotional
my
intelligence.
am I gonna teach my kid to stand up for herself? I'm gonna teach him to walk away. What am I really gonna teach him? It's tough today. I mean, back in the day, we was, you know, taught to be tough and strong and fight back and hit back. But man, this today is it's a different beast.
We should be able to I mean,
You
really.
gotta learn how to walk
Imagine,
away. Walking away is probably the hardest thing to do. I mean,
ain't
but
that a
that's
trip? Why is it the hardest thing? Why is it the hardest thing? Why is walking away the hardest thing for people to do? I'm not gonna say for people. I'm just speaking from experience. Why is walking away more than likely the hardest thing to do for Black men? Why?
pressure and trauma because you want to let it out. I mean,
Is it the way you guys are taught? Don't be no punk. You know, they ain't
yeah.
gonna let him punk you.
You know
Man,
what? I know our conversations we had earlier about trauma and parents spanking us or whatever. I ain't even lie. When I got spanked from my parents, I couldn't hit them, but somebody else hit me. I was on no side. I get to hit you. I get to hit you. So to that extent, I get you. But man, this
mm-hmm.
is it's
That's
it's it's man. But
that displaced aggression.
it is. It is exactly what it is. But still, man, it's what do you teach your kid?
To
What do you teach your
manage
kid?
their emotions.
But you know what? They got to go through stuff to learn. You got to go through stuff to learn.
You do. I mean,
You can
so
and you
kids,
can't cater and you can't cater to every. You can't hold their head
right?
every situation. You gotta,
You're
but
right.
you're not gonna be there for every situation. So they don't know
Right.
when to walk away and when to,
They can though, because we are their first teachers. Parents are our children's first and best teachers. But how are we? Are we healthy? So from birth, when you have a child that's crying because there's a need that needs to be met, it could be their diaper needs to be changed. It could be that they're hungry, or it could be that they're sleepy. Those are mostly the three top cues of a child. So what are you going to do? Well, this baby needs they need to either get fed or their diaper changed or they're sleepy. So, are you just going to let the baby cry or are you going to tend to that baby? Some people grow up in environments, so if you have a parent who's in poverty who grows up with a baby that's crying because the baby is hungry, say if the mother is that breastfeeding and the mother isn't lactating, like she isn't getting milk, so she can't feed the baby, she doesn't have money for food, that child is going to cry because it's hungry. And what that's doing to the brain is impacting that child's brain development. The development of that child's brain is the foundation is really not good because 90% of the adult brain is development between the ages 0 and 5. So the foundation is messing up. So if you have a child who diaper needs to be changed, the mother can't afford to purchase diapers. Then what? That baby gonna damn near have a diaper rash. That baby gonna be in pain. It's creating toxic stress. That's what it's doing. So if the mother gonna try to rock the baby and everything, I mean they can do that to make the baby possibly feel safe, but it's all toxic stress. So am I making sense? You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Yeah. Look, teach the kids to make it home by any means necessary. Yeah, but we're not there to tell them walk away. Don't even respond to that. Let it go. you know.
But it's hard to delegate all this stuff, man, because you don't want to walk away from everything. So
Well, we
it's kind of hard to get them to understand when and when not to.
What we don't want them to walk away from? What is it that you would want your child to walk away from? If it was
speaking up for themselves.
That's true.
Speaking up for themselves. But then again, you still can't speak up for yourself because it still can lead to the worst outcome. So, I guess we're going to have to teach them to, how do I say it?
Speak up, but it's okay to speak up. It is. It is. It's not okay to like yell and stuff like that. It's a trip how when people grow up in certain environments, for real, toxic stress with adrenaline and how you threatened by certain things. A look could be a threat to somebody. The tone of somebody's words could be a threat to them. A certain word that a person hear could be a threat to them. If you get a look at your mama looking at you right before she about to whoop your ass, and your mom look at you, and a kid at school look at you that way, that's a threat. And you probably gonna knock that kid out because this place aggressive. You can't knock your mama out when she look at you like that.
Exactly.
So you gonna get on that kid head. Yeah, man. Ruben is gone. That was my partner, man. That was my partner, man. Treat me like a stepchild. He's treating me like a stepchild. That's a trip, huh? That's crazy, man. We never know. You can't be just mistreating people. Never know when your last day gonna be here.
For real.
That was my partner. That was my partner, man. Man, that's crazy. I don't like this.
Not at all. Not any parts
like
of it.
We gotta stop this violence, y'all. We gotta stop the violence. And then what do we stop the violence with? Just communicate. As long as everybody's staying regulated, we just gotta breathe through it. We just gotta talk about it. We both fired up in the Hawk mode. We're in Hawk mode. We're not thinking rationally. We're not. We can't. We can't. So yeah, somebody is gonna have. It's always gonna take somebody to be the bigger person. You're gonna always have to. We just gotta breathe.
I don't think I need that.
We just gotta turn it down. We both fired just mute it. We're in Hawk mode. We're not thinking rationally. We're not. Yo, something fell. Your thing fell.
Mute me right quick.
Huh?
Mute me right quick.
I'm doing all this extra stuff. Y'all, I'm over here just feelings hurt. I'm just lost my friend, 37 years old, to gun violence. That is just too old to die to gun violence. But then I guess it really depends on who is the person that's behind the gun. What is it that they have experienced? What is it that they've experienced to feel as if this person who they are aiming this gun at is a threat to them? Right? That's crazy. And then to have your children there, to have your children, listen, just to hear the gunshots, right? Just to hear the gunshots.
Yeah.
And then not see your dad again. That would mess somebody up. Those kids. And then I wonder what kind of support. Oakland better have some resources with all the crime and stuff they have going on out there. Man, remember, Blood? It used to be like 150 homicides like a year. It used to be crazy in Oakland, the homicides. It used to be so crazy, y'all, and that's just trauma. Hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. We need more resources. We need more resources. We do have a public health crisis. This is what it is. We have people dying. Man, the life expectancy of people who have serious histories of trauma, toxic stress, and adversity is 20 years less than someone who has not experienced so much trauma toxic stress and adversity. 20-year life expectancy difference. So you're dying at an early age because of toxic stress, because of these environments that we grow up in that are designed to just to set us up for failure. We need more resources. We need to educate more people. People, I'm serious about this conflict management at a young age, y'all. Teaching our children at a very young age. What age does a child learn how to manage their emotions or even know about emotions? Because a baby could feel emotion. They could feel energy and stuff. They could look at somebody's facial expression. If you smiling, they'll smile back. If you a sad face, they'll put a sad face on. This is what babies do at a young age. And then when they become empathetic, and that's the one thing, that's what's serious. We need to teach these children to be more empathetic. But we sit up here and we emotionally abuse these children. We emotionally neglect them. We talk down to them. I'm that person that will see somebody in a store and you talking crazy to your kid. Ooh, I get hot. Why are you talking to that kid like that? What, Jeffrey? What? What? Because I'm going to say something. My daddy would probably say, mind your business. That is my business. Shoot. Listen, we need to really establish community. We do. This requires rules and respect of the elders. That's true. It also requires the elders to provide something to respect. The elders, though, let me say this. The elders, well, I guess it really depends on what more you're trying to say, Clyde. Can you elaborate more? Because a lot of our elders have experienced so much trauma and have a lot of work to do. And I feel like our generation and everything will be the one to break these cycles, but they're the ones who keep secrets. They don't want to talk about anything, you know. Um, you know, family business, you know, which I get. I understand that part, but I mean, we have people who have grown up in households who have been molested by family members, and it's not talked about. But that's trauma. That's toxic stress for someone. That's betrayal to not talk about it. Um, yeah, so it really depends on, you know, you gotta elaborate more. I used to be a conflict manager at Hoover Elementary. That's good, Precious. I used to be a conflict manager at Washington Elementary School. Bushrod.
Precious used to be a conflict manager?
Bushrod.
What?
Huh? Oh, Precious.
Precious? What?
Precious cool. My teammate. That's my teammate. Precious had that shot. Precious used to take shots from the half court. I love Precious.
You stick your hand in her chip bag, she'll slap you though.
Precious?
Yeah.
Precious was from Ghost Town or something. Do you know where she's from?
You touch
Precious,
her
where you
food,
from?
she'll choke you out.
Precious, where you from? I'm the same way. That's that. I don't know what kind of household you grew up in. I don't know. I think about food insecurity. I don't like sharing my food. I really
You touch
don't.
her food, it's a wrap. I'm calling
I
you out,
understand,
Precious.
Precious. Don't touch my food. Don't ask me for any. If you want some before I purchase some, let me know. I don't like sharing my food, and it's not. And I don't. I just don't. I don't. Yeah. No. Especially if I have my mind set on something. I got something in my refrigerator. Don't touch my food. That's my food.
Conflict manager.
We need to bring back mentors. We do. We need mentorship. What we
Yeah, we
gonna
do.
do? Y'all got a whole nonprofit, an entire nonprofit. What's up? We can create these programs. So this is stuff. Go to my website. This is stuff. I need help. I need help, y'all. We could do this easily. We could do easily. Easily. Absolutely. Hate to break it to you. We are now among the elder. We are. We are. Big brothers, big sisters. That's true. That's true. Let me know, y'all. Y'all want to provide some funding to Watch Me Grow Inc. We will create trauma support specialists. They will be called bounce back support specialists. That's what they are. And we will learn more about trauma, understand trauma, how to become more compassionate, in a sense, understanding how to deal with people who have histories of trauma, adversity, and toxic stress, and who are triggered like in a number of ways. This is important because you never know. Why would somebody have to pull a gun out on somebody to shoot them? Why? Why? You just, I gotta, because they don't know. They've probably been in situations before. They've probably been in situations before where it probably have been life threatening to them. They probably have been into an argument where somebody put a gun on them. Now they're back into the situation. And 99% of our decision making comes from past experiences. So they're probably like, oh, I'm not going to take this chance. Last time, dude put a gun out on me. No, so now I'm about to pull mine first. Ain't that a trip? I
I mean,
believe.
it's a new day. I mean, some people feel, you know, empowered by a gun. So I think you think it too deep sometimes. I think some people feel empowered by a gun. Point blank.
They had that video. Did you see that video of the dude in Berkeley that had the gun? So he was out there boxing. They was out there boxing. He was
You sure
fighting
that
a
was Berkeley?
dude.
I think that was L.A.
I swear it said something about Berkeley.
And then
Okay, wherever it was were there two men that were fighting,
yeah,
and dude that was getting whooped ended up pulling out his gun.
exactly. Yep.
He ended up pulling out his
Dude
gun,
caught one, and then
and then
yeah,
he
and then he
pistol
hit him
whipped
with
him.
yeah,
And you
and
see
then he
how
thought he was a
dude
man.
he thought he was, and then you see how dude that handled it.
Yeah, he's like
And
okay.
then because you got a gun there, I'm not gonna lose my life, so let me straighten up. That's cold.
Dude just thought he was a man. Like, like you won. You still didn't win. Like, come on, man. Like,
Coward. That's a coward.
now what? Now what? Like, come on, man. I was just like
Coward.
these new kids, man. I ain't call them kids, but these new whoever they are. But
They on drugs. They on drugs. That's that. Yeah, don't get me
you know
started.
what?
I ain't got nothing against
I was just having this
marijuana now.
conversation the other day, but
What?
let's take it deeper, man. What women are dealing with these type of men? Come on now.
Who?
The women that's dealing with these type of men. Who are these men going home to?
Oh, it's the women?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, his woman come home after seeing this, like, damn, you really have to pull out the gun when they fighting? like,
Oh.
just see, just know that if you see your boyfriend doing out there
Dirt.
having a fight, pulling out
He
a
come
gun after he got
home. Shit,
How would you
she's
feel?
scared of him.
How would you feel about your man?
See, it depends on the woman. It depends on the woman because I don't. It really depends on the woman because if she's a woman who is been emotionally abused, emotionally neglected, probably abused as a child, she's dealing with stuff. Like she's probably like the way the way her brain is wired. She probably not gonna say anything to him. She know he crazy. It probably don't even surprise her that he did it. She's probably not even surprised. She's probably not. It's a predictable behavior with people who have histories of trauma, toxic stress, and adverse.
But
To
you know what?
predictable behavior to be hostile, aggressive. That's what it shouldn't be like that, but that's the way it is.
But
That's
the
the way
cycle is so
it
messed
is.
up. The cycle is so messed up that there are women that like that shit though. There are
That's
women
crazy.
that like that shit. The cycle is just so messed up that there are women that like that stuff.
I don't know. You gotta
It makes them
get
feel
vague.
secure.
Women that like what?
That man who holds a gun and ready to pull it out, and it brings a level of security to some women.
And that may be a woman that me wasn't met. She probably didn't feel secure, or she probably didn't
And I,
experience all kind of abuse as a child, and now she got somebody that probably protect her, which doesn't make it okay, but that may be the situation. Maybe.
I mean, like I said, it's that part of that cycle, man. Look what makes us feel protected. A gun or somebody with a gun. Just,
I want a gun
I
to be
mean,
protected.
Exactly. I mean, for self-defense reasons. I mean, not for power, not to just I got power over you. Okay, I'm not because to make you the baddest person in the room.
That's a sucker. That's a coward. That's somebody that been punked. That's somebody that been punked. That's somebody.
Absolutely.
And you know what? A lot of us have been punked as kids. A lot of us have been bullied by our parents as kids, and it's bullying.
People quick to talk about the kid in high school that get bullied and become cops. Okay, this is a guy who got bullied in high school that probably couldn't become a cop, but takes it out another way. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that? Zimmerman, the one guy who could be a cop and that killed Trayvon Martin. Huh?
Yeah. So, I mean, look what empowers us. I don't know.
We love you too, Precious. Let me know how we can get this. All right, y'all. I'm not about to play. I'm not about to play. Now, if y'all serious, I'm serious. So I'm gonna hit y'all up with the information. We need to really get more funding. But we're going to get this stuff together. I mean, even if we start as volunteering and stuff right now, this mentor thing, we can get our babies. I really believe it because we could be the one. We could be the one that those children don't have. We could be that person that built these. And that's what it is. It's relationship building, though. We don't build trust in relationships. We don't. And these children have a lot of people have trust issues. I mean, it happens. It does when you don't feel secure, you don't feel safe. You've been disappointed. You've probably been that boy who you've probably been that boy whose father told you over and over, or that daughter, that father or mother. Okay, we're gonna put it both ways because the mother could be absent too. You probably were that child who parent told you that they were gonna come get you, they wanted to come see you. You could be that child that's in that foster system and the mother you have visitation or the parents, let me say parents, and they don't show up. So you all excited around, I get to see my parents. They haven't seen my parent. Then they don't come. And then how does that make you feel? Let's do some perspective. How would that make you feel, Jeffrey? Then that's abandonment issues. That's abandonment. Like, parent isn't around. You excited that your parents said that you're gonna they're going to spend time with you, or you have visitation with your parent, and then your parent doesn't show up.
I can only speculate. I had my parents, and I was spoiled. So I was fortunate enough to have both of them, keeping me in check, and so yeah. So I can only speculate on how that may have impacted me, but
let's be empathetic. Let's do some perspective taking. Well, come on, let's be empathetic, okay? Just how would just think about a child who doesn't have their parents around, and the parents said they're gonna come. Okay, how can I say this? I mean, if you have your high hopes up high, just say any situation, your hopes are up high, and you're disappointed. Whatever you wanted. Well, I don't know what it was. Ooh, it was some J's that was coming out. You was like, oh, get these J's.
Oh, don't get it twisted. I mean, with my parents there, they pulled the feet under my rug, thinking, I'm thinking I'm about to
come good.
I mean, thinking I'm about to get my PlayStation 2 or whatever, and I made a mistake here, and they're like, nope. Like, you mother.
And then you had to deal with it, right? You had to cope with it, right? So then it was like, who was there to help you cope with it? Like, you had to cope with that.
Well, I'll say this. Me and my sister, Jasmine was a little straight A nerd, always impressing my parents. He just set the bar up here, and my grades wasn't so hot all the time, and fucking messing up for me. How come you can't be like your sister? Fuck my sister. Nah. I just want to pinch her. I'm like, man, stupid ass. Nah, but
okay.
but I was like, man, they always spoiling her and giving her everything. But she did everything as a kid. But yeah, it messed me up. Like, man, I don't know. But I used to have my jealous time period.
That's good to know.
Man, fuck her.
How long have you been my friend? Since we're like 12 years old?
Damn
It's
near.
been a long time. That's years. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. So that's good. You're opening up
Yeah.
about that. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah.
But
Cause
me and Jasmine are inseparable. So hey,
yeah,
I
no.
know how to
I'm not
deal with
taking
it.
away. I'm not taking it away from it. But I'm just saying
I
that's
used,
great.
I used to want to kick your ass though.
I love Jasmine. Jasmine's dope. Jasmine's dope. She is. But there's this book. This guy, Jason Wilson, Cry Like a Man. There's a video that I posted on Facebook. He is a martial arts. That's what he does, if I'm not mistaken. And it says, yeah, break free from the deception of misconstrued masculinity and discover the power, love, and self control it takes to cry like a man. And man, his grandfather was lynched in the deep south. His brothers were murdered. He was verbally abused by his father. His father was absent, and his mother was depressed. I mean, what mother wouldn't be depressed of a child of losing her two children to murder? Absent father. A mother experiencing that. That's trauma. He will fall into depression. So he has a lot of aces. He has. The higher your aces, the higher risk. But he turned it around for himself. And the video, I'm gonna tag you in it. It's a martial arts. He teaching these boys about self control. So he has this item in his hand and the boy in front of him. And he all he did was go like that. And the boy jumped. That's all he did. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the boy reacted. The boy reacted off of, do you see this? That's a word. Okay? That's a word somebody said to you and you jumping or either one. You flighting or you gonna fight. That's just a word. Okay? He did this again. That's just a look somebody gave you. And you're gonna either fight or flight. It's just a look. Okay? That's just a nothing. And the boy felt threatened. And he was like, wait, move when it gets close to you. Like this isn't a threat. Like, focus on me. Don't focus on this. Focus on me. So somebody could say what they want to say to you. Let them talk. They could look at how they want to look at you. Let them look at you. If they put their hands on you, do something. But just because somebody look at you a certain way, just because somebody say
Well,
something to you a
well, you
certain
know
way,
what? You know what? Now it's not even that simple. You got to learn how to read the room, and that's what I want to teach my kid. Learn how to read the room. You don't, just because somebody put their hands on you in that moment, you still got to notice your surroundings. And
that's true. But I'm saying knowing something is a threat. This somebody just, and I'm just saying the way somebody brain set up, somebody just you know, you do that to the wrong person.
yes,
You don't want to just be flinching at anybody. You don't know how their brain is set up. Okay,
yeah,
they're gonna fire on you. You're gonna get fired on. So don't play. Don't play. Just be cool. Just be cool. So that's something I'm trying to practice myself. But Clyde, Council Member Lewis, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him.
all right, the man.
We will be sure because Jeffrey is the vice president of Watch Me Grow Inc. So,
Yeah, I get to write that off of my taxes, man. I
you
need
shall.
me a write off.
Uh,
Yeah,
but Clyde, we are because Clyde, Dr. Lewis. I'm sorry, Dr. Councilman Lewis. We will contact you. I'm serious. I'm going to contact you soon. I'll say Monday. I will contact you because we are going to get this mentorship program together. Yeah, but you got the game. Got the game from the every time I park the car, he come to you got the game. We appreciate you. Um, you are a great example to us. You were always a big brother to us. Um, we appreciate you. So we're gonna log off. How you feel, Jeffrey? How do you feel? How do you feel? I'm sorry I had to call you with that bad news. How do you feel?
I'm I'm angry. I'm actually angry.
That's good. That's good.
Like just knowing that, you know, it's not what it. This world is not what it used to be 30 years ago, 20 years ago. It's
Mhm.
not. It's ever changing. It's forever changing.
Mhm.
I mean, it was like I say, it was the best thing in the world for your kid to know how to defend himself and fight and this and that. Oh, he's a savage of the block. He can do this and do that.
Mhm.
Right now, that will get you killed. The hardest people are gone. The craziest
Mhm.
people are gone. Like it is. I mean, like I say, man, I don't know. Like I say, what I want to teach my kid when he comes up is when how to read the room. You don't know who you're messing with. You don't know who you're talking to. Even with these people who messing with silent people. I mean, they don't know if they ain't messing with people who practice MMA. You just can't tell. You don't know. Just
Yeah.
be
Be
cool.
cool.
Just
Be
be
cool.
cool. Don't start no shit. Won't be no shit. Just stop.
Don't
Come on.
start no. Well, be no. That's true. That's true. It's true.
You just don't know.
My daddy will always say, know your surroundings, which is important. What I can't say what I didn't like about myself, but I got along with everybody. I'm talking about from North, East, and West Oakland. So I got along with everybody. So I want to know who funkin'. I'm not trying to be in
Yeah, me too.
any mess.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, I'm a
yo,
nosy. I'm a nosy person too. So the knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you you can go this way, go that way. You can make a decision, man.
man,
The more decisions you
I,
have,
yeah,
the better. Man, so yeah, notice your surroundings, yo. Just
never,
know what you're dealing with.
I don't know, and it's okay to get to know. This is the last thing I'm gonna say because everything is relational. I don't think people understand that. Everything is relational. Or I'm a people's person. I do. I know how to make friends. Like I was, Onita. I hope you good, Onita. I'm gonna call you and check up on you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Onita. Man, Onita, I wish I could bring you on. Man, Onita got some memories, man. I love Onita, man. Um, Everything is relational. Interactions with people is it's an interacting system. That's what it is. I was talking to my little brother, and he working on his course to become a bounce back support specialist. You woke, Jeffrey?
I'm,
Huh? It's dozing on you. Good. You
no,
tell
I'm
her,
good.
hey girl, you
I'm good.
asleep.
I'm good. I'm good.
I like you here.
I'm good.
But I was telling him, I'm like, man, you never know what somebody is going through. You never know how someone's day is. And so if you, I grew up in customer service. I was at Foot Locker for years. I was at Jamba Juice for years. I love my customer service jobs. KFC. That was my first job. I was 15, 16 years old at KFC making $5.15 customer
Which
service.
one? Which one are you working at?
I worked at Berkeley. One in Berkeley.
Which one the Berkeley?
The one it was a McDonald's right there, man. I used to remember hopping on the West Oakland BART
You talking
station.
about Berkeley Emeryville border? I don't remember.
Downtown Berkeley. No. I wanna say it
On
was that one.
University?
Yep, off University though. So that McDonald's right there, you turn left on what? Shattuck.
Shattuck
If
and yeah, okay.
I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Okay.
Man,
I didn't
man,
know KFC was right there.
man, every day. West Oakland BART station. Berkeley BART station. I'm talking nights too. I was like, this is too much. Like, um, but customer service. I was always in customer service. And so, needs, so what's the first thing you do? What's the first thing someone says to you when you walk into Foot Locker or anywhere customer service? What's the first thing they say to you?
It's like, can I help you with something?
Yeah. Or they say,
Anything special you shopping for today, or something? You know, whatever.
or I would say, hi, how are you? You
No, they
need
don't say
anything?
that. They don't
They
say
don't
that
say,
shit.
they don't say that
Hell,
now.
hell no.
They don't. And
They
you
about
know,
that money.
I'll come up, man. Don't let me. I could be a manager. I could manage some stuff. I could be a manager. Customer service. Oh, I can make anybody feel good. That's just me.
Hmm.
It is so good to want to know how someone's doing, how someone's feeling. How are you? I swear, I walk into places, and you're absolutely right. They don't do that now. I,
Mm.
I will walk in somewhere. I'll be ready to call the regional manager. I'll be ready to call Michael Rose Foot Locker. Man, do you want to hire me to just come do some training for them? Because if
Hmm.
I'm on in, I'd be like, I'm good. Like, like you're not gonna say, ask me how I'm doing. None of that.
Yeah.
So the first thing I would do is, how are you? How are you? Hi, how you doing? How would that make you feel?
No, that'd be, welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
yeah. How you doing?
Yeah.
And then,
So,
how can I help you? Anything you need? Simple.
yeah, be personable. I mean, right now they just make you feel like a walking dollar sign as soon as you come in.
It's a trip. And even
Yeah.
with the servers, because I used to be a server to a Denny's. I remember I worked 3 jobs, like a straight Jamaican. I will never forget. I mean, I'm not saying it like that, but I'm like, whoa. But no, I was working 3 jobs. But I remember serving at Denny's right here on Sonoma Boulevard, graveyard. Um, but when I go out to eat, people don't have their name tags on. I want to know your name. I always ask the service, "What's your name?" And then that's how I addressed it. Hey, hello, so and so. Like, and I'll talk to them. Relationship building is important. Everything is relational, and that's what we need to work on. We just need to be kind to one another. I'm so sad that my friend is gone. I'm so
Yeah.
sad my friend is gone to gun violence. All right, well, thank you, Jeffrey. I'm sorry I had to be the one to give you the news.
I appreciate you. Man, I'm praying for you. Praying for his family. Praying for everybody, man. Just walk away, man. Read the room. Take it on the chin. Just walk away, man.
That's
Live,
all.
live for tomorrow.
Live for tomorrow. So it's yeah, man, that's pride. We just gotta let it go sometimes. Shake it off. Like
Yeah.
I ain't got time.
Yeah, that ain't making me money, so it don't matter.
Not today, devil. You
That ain't
being
making me.
used today.
That's not making me money, so hey, all right.
All right, well, I'm about to be in denial for probably I don't know, probably for the next week or two.
Yeah.
In denial. We gotta stop. So next week though, my homeboy coming on. Kellogg, so we get to talk about our experiences as growing up in the hood, growing up in the hood, the hood though, like really, really, really from
Really
the
from the
hood
hood, though.
though, like, really from the hood. Ain't
Ain't no hood
playing.
no more.
Look, from the hood. She said she want a hood. All right, there you
There you go. You turn into that rat again.
go. You could take the. All right, let me go. All right. I love you. I'll call you. Thank you for being bold enough and coming on to have this discussion.
Anytime. Anytime.
I love you. I'll never tell you that.
Love you too. Love you too.
Okay. Good night.
Peace.